My name is Nigel Rickenbacker. I have a PhD in English, writing, and refrigerator repair. I have been commissioned today to teach you about proper English and writing technique. Now, I was planning on reading to you some particularly titillating excerpts from my book, Suitable Vernacular and Its Relevance in Modern English and the Zeitgeist of the Postmodern Era. However, after being informed by my young nephew Logan, this sounds like a snooze fest and is bound to put you all to sleep, I did some thorough academic research on the everyday interest of young folk. I present to you Internet Cats Teach You English. To begin, complete sentences. Ican has cheeseburger? No. No, you may not. Because no one can understand what the bloody hell you're saying. Sure, it's adorable. It's very adorable. It's ridiculously adorable. But it is utter gibberish. Try this instead. May I have a cheeseburger? I would like extra ketchup, but please, no onion, as they are toxic to me. Now there's a happy kitten. Now we have punctuation. Correct punctuation is important to get your point across. Let's take a look at some common punctuation marks. First, we have the period. You'll need to use this whenever you're ending a complete sentence. As in, this cat is about to seriously injure itself. Period. Let's observe, shall we? However, be careful to avoid run-on sentences, because, as you can see, running on for too long can be risky. Next, let's look at exclamations. Wait, I'm sorry. Next, let's look at exclamations! Exclamations should be used when something is being declared or emphasized. Watch out for that lizard. He isn't declaring any sort of urgency at all. Watch out for that lizard! Does. Next we have semicolons. Let's see if Mr. Bub can teach us how to correctly use a semicolon. Just as I thought. No one knows how to correctly use a semicolon. Moving on. And finally, we have commas. Commas are widely misused by students. Commas are important for separating your sentences. Commas are the difference between time to eat, Mr. Whiskers, and time to eat, Mr. Whiskers. Would you want to eat, Mr. Whiskers? No. I didn't think so. So please, use your commas correctly and don't eat, Mr. Whiskers. So remember, a cat has claws at the end of its paws, and a comma gives pause at the end of its claws. Next, we will discuss the differences between to, and to. To is a preposition expressing motion, identifying something affected or concerning something abstract. For example, Muffins walks to Mr. Giggles. Once he arrives at Mr. Giggles, he is going to hit him. Mr. Giggles realizes Muffins is a threat to him and retaliates. 2, that's 2 O's, is an adverb that can refer to a higher degree than desirable, or an addition.
Alright, Bella, so let's make this dramatic, but not too dramatic, okay? Not overly dramatic. Alright, action. Let's maybe try that once more.
2 refers to a number, as in there are 2 cats. Well, wait a moment. There's only 1 cat. Ah, there we go, now there's 2. So, 2 cats are having too much fun listening to the music of Lil Jon. Next we have capitalization. Or should I say, catalyzation. No? Anyone? It's called the pun. Anyway, capitalization is important in 2 places. At the beginning of a new sentence and when referring to a proper noun. This is a cat. But suppose you look at his birth certificate and find out that his name is in fact Cat. Clever. Whoever thought up of that one. But suppose you find this name insipid and change it to Cougar. Now, this is Cougar, who listens to Coldplay, who lives in Canada and enjoys a Coca-Cola while watching the TV show Community. Wow. I find this cat much more interesting. I am impressed by Cougar. Well played, Cougar. Well played. Now we move to verb tense. This is Ash. Ash is looking through a drawer. Ash is looking for a ribbon to play with. Ash realizes he's been caught. Ash is backing away very slowly. He isn't doing anything wrong at all. When you tell your friends about this hysterical video for the 5th time this week, you will use the past tense. Ash looked for some ribbon. Ash got caught. Ash backed away slowly. I was going to have Ash tell you this story, but he said that there was no story and that I saw nothing. Then tends to refer to time. This cat is going to knock over that bottle of medicine. Then he is going to knock over that one. Then he realizes that if he's knocked over the first 2, he might as well knock over the rest. Excellent. Finally! Than refers to a comparison of sorts. This cat is further away than this baby. This cat is cuter than this cat. This cat looks better than you ever will. Next, we will discuss the difference between your and your. Now, this is one of the most common grammar errors. So, if you make one of these errors in your paper, your teacher might get quite catty with you. Really? I read a book about puns to prepare for this presentation. My next presentation will be about laughing at funny jokes. Anyway, your is a possessive word. Something belongs to you. Your cat, your box, your dog bed, your keyboard. And your is a contraction short for two words. That's two, the number two. You and are. But remember, the apostrophe separates those two words. You and are. So, you're getting a kiss from Snowflake. You're playing peekaboo with Buttercup. And you're about to be attacked by your cat Xander. I told you so. The final topic of the lesson is to proofread everything. It's so simple. So many errors can be avoided just by reading your paper aloud. Spell check is great. It's so great. So great. But it doesn't catch everything. No. And if you turn your paper into your professor without proofreading it, shame on you. Shame on you. This will be your teacher's reaction. BT dubs. Don't you think this presentation is going perfect? Fine. What do you know? They should have stuck with refrigeration repair. Refrigeration repair. You are my friend. English is important to your career.